Okay, so we are going to model what it looks like for a teacher and a student to interact in Canvas and Google Assignments. So Gary will be the student and I will be the teacher. Okay, so me as the teacher, here I am in my Google assignment that I have already created. I'm feeling proud of myself. I've got some good stuff here. And down here at the bottom, I have Google Assignments. Now, the bummer about this is that I cannot see anything that's going on with assignments down here. And I also can't use student view. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you. So if I click student view here, you'll notice it's not going to show me the assignment that I did because it says I'm already linked as an instructor. So I'm going to show you a way around this, and it has to do with collaborating with a colleague. So what I'm going to do is ask my good friend Gary to come in and collaborate with me on this assignment, which works out because we all, meet as grade levels and we can all help each other out here. So here is a way around it. We're going to click people. Okay. And once I click people, I'm going to see all the people who are involved in my course. Right now it's just me. So I'm going to click on this top right hand corner right here where it says people, and it's going to say add users by email address. And I've put him in, and the role I want him to have is not another teacher. I'm going to have him as a student, and I'm also going to have him in my section 4th grade music right there. And then I'm going to click next, and it says the following users are ready to be added to this course, and for sure that's who I want. So I'm going to click add users again. Now this is going to send my colleague Gary an invitation. So Gary, right now you're not seeing anything pop up, right?
I'm
Why?
not seeing anything pop up because I need to refresh. Top here, I'm going to use the refresh button, and
Hey.
there is the class I was invited to. Music 4th grade, summer. I'm going to go ahead and accept the class.
And you'll see right now it says pending for me. So I'll know if he's accepted or not because that pending will be gone. So hopefully he has clicked accept. Did it tell you when you clicked accept? Did it say you have accepted this course?
Okay. I have. I'm going to try it again, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, here's one way of knowing. What's one way of knowing? Go back to your dashboard.
Oh, then it is.
It pops up.
It pops up. It as published course.
So it pops up. There we are. Okay, so he knows for sure he's accepted. Now, for mine, it still says pending. So what should I do, Gary?
Refresh.
Okay, so I'm going to refresh here. And look at that. Gary has now been accepted, obviously. Okay, so now I'm going to go home. And Gary, I bet you're very curious about my class. So how about you enter into the course?
I will click on the course. And let's see what you have in store for me. Oh, very nice page.
Yeah, thank you. Now look on the to-do. Is there anything for you to do right now?
It says nothing for now.
Okay, so nothing for now. That means I haven't given him anything to do yet. So now I need to actually give him something to look at, right? So again, I have my Alexander Hamilton assignment I would like him to look at as a student and give me some feedback. So here I am, character map, Alexander Hamilton. I'm going to click on this. And then I'm going to come up to the top right-hand corner and I'm going to click edit assignments because I actually have to let him have access to this. So I come down to the assignment part where it says assign. Let's see that right there. And I'm going to click not everyone. I just want Gary to see it right now. You hear my cute kitty in the background? Okay, and I'm going to give a due date. I'm going to say right here the 8th. And then I'm going to click save. So he's got a due date and it's assigned to him. I'm going to click continue. Okay, so then I'm going to check in with Gary. Gary, what should you do if you don't see anything yet?
I click refresh. So I'm going to click refresh. And as you can see right here, I have the character map Alexander Hamilton assignment.
Can you click on that, please?
I will click on it.
Okay, and there he is. And I'm looking to, I'm going to refresh and see if it shows me anything yet. Does it show anything down here? Because I'm looking here. I don't see anything yet. So I think, Gary, can you, once this loads up, can you actually open the file? So everyone who's watching here, pay close attention. So if you're looking at my screen, you're going to see I don't have anything yet because I can't see his work or who has it in this window right here until he opens it. So Gary, can you click on the blue open to attach and submit button, please?
Okay, there it is right there. Open to attach and submit. All right, it made me a copy.
Okay, so when students are doing this, I don't know if they'll be tempted to click submit or not. Some of them are just scared to ever do it, but we don't want to click submit yet. They want to open it first. So can you click on the red there?
So
okay.
The actual drawing assignment I'm going to click on.
Yeah, so this is a Google drawing assignment that I used. Okay, ooh, beautiful. I actually found this online. I've got sources linked if you're interested in this. But okay, so here it is. So he has opened it. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh my page and see if anything changes down here in my window. Ooh, look, there he is, Gary Castro. And here's my favorite thing about Google Assignments is that once, he doesn't even have to do any work. Once he opens it, I can click it and I can spy on him. I can see exactly what he's doing, make sure, okay, fine, we're not spying, we're monitoring. Okay, so I can see whatever he's doing on here right now. So Gary, can you type something in one of the boxes?
Yes. Okay. So I will type hello.
Look at that. Keep typing. On my view, I'm seeing his name, who's contributing here. I'm seeing exactly what he's doing in real time. I think this is so cool. This is new. This is very unique to Google Assignments, and it's very similar to what you would have in Google Classroom. And say I want to give a comment as he's working, like say he's really, really missing the boat here. So what I can do is look in this menu here, this bar, and right here with the little box with the plus sign, this is comments. So I'm going to click there and I'm going to highlight. Actually, I'm going to highlight first before I click the comment. So there we go. I'm feeling like that's not great. Now look up here in my toolbox. Things have changed on me. What do you think about that? I'm going to click these 3 buttons here and see if that gives me anything. No, that gives me other formatting options, but I don't want to format, I want to comment. So this held its highlight for me. So I'm going to explore over here. Look right here, this little down facing arrow. Aha, that gives me more stuff to work with, right? And look, it also shows me that Gary's working here. Anyway, let's get back on track. I wanted to comment, right? This looks like a comment box. I'm going to go ahead and click that comment box, and I want to add a comment. And look at what I highlighted right here. It's going to let me comment on what I said. So I'm going to say, Gary, great job, but please focus more on the character. And because he's just typing hello.
I'm just typing hello.
So there we go. So I made my comment to him, and
right away I could see what Denise wrote. Right away, it says, "Gary, great job, but please focus more on the character." And right away, I'm like, "Oh man, I'm being spied on." As a student, I think that'll be my reaction.
Or monitored. You're being monitored to make sure you are progressing as a student.
Well, I'm looking from the student's point of view.
Yes.
So
okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just click that check mark. So that way, okay, I acknowledge what you wrote. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is change this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just do the real work here.
Okay. Now, but what if you're not completely sure and you click that check mark as a student, but you're still off track and you want to ask the teacher a question? Should you have clicked that check mark yet?
No. If I wanted to ask you a question, I'll go ahead and I'll reply. It'll make a mini thread I believe. So if
But what
you,
if you accidentally deleted it? Yeah, we want to make we want to make a thread. So, but if we accidentally deleted it, what can you do to continue the conversation with me on the computer?
let's see what I could do.
Way out, can you add a comment back to me?
I could write a comment back to you. I could go
So,
up here.
oh, look at that. Okay, so let's look at the top right hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us where that's located. Where'd you click? You click by.
So up here, I could see who is sharing the page with me or who's monitoring me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the document editor history. And right here is the comment history.
Okay, so even though you deleted it as a student, you can still find what I said to you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you just click there, okay? And then if you want to reply to me,
I'll
if
just
you
go
have a
ahead.
question, reopen. Yeah, so adding a comment will reopen this discussion. So go ahead and ask me a question. What do you mean, Mrs. Castro? I don't like this assignment. I'm confused, or whatever you have to say.
I just said, do I really? Do I really have to do this assignment?
Okay.
Pretty sure I did it before. And I'll reply. And hey, the thread pops up.
Pops up on his side and it pops up on my side. So if I leave and go away, it will send me an email and say, hey, Mrs. Castro, you have received a comment from Gary. Okay, so say that Gary is doing a great job here. I'm pleased with his progress. I'm going to leave him alone and I want to go monitor another student. So I'm going to click where I see his name and you'll see where it says assigned right there. There's a little arrow that points down. And if I had other students with the assignments who opened just like him, I'd have a long old list here that I could go through and I could sort them by their first name or their last name or by their status, whether it was assigned, whether they submitted or it was returned. And I can just kind of go through and monitor other students. So this is very, very much like Google Classroom, which is beautiful. Okay, now Gary, you're finished with your assignment. What do you do?
I am going to go ahead and submit the assignment. So if you could see here, I got a few tabs open. I have my Canvas tab, well, my Google LTI tab open. It's the median between my Canvas and my assignment. So it's up here, and I am going to submit when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and submit.
Yeah, go ahead and submit.
And it's going to ask me, are you sure you're going to submit? I'm going to go ahead and submit.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, so now once that student is submitted, he's going to get a little celebration icon here. And oh, look, on the bottom right hand corner, it says give us feedback on Google assignments. So if there's problems, you can have some comments and conversations with Google, which is really cool. Okay, so he's submitted and he tells me, Mrs. Castro, I'm done. I finished my stuff. Good for you. And so what I'm going to do, I don't see that he's submitted anything yet. So there's two things I can do. One, I can just maybe click refresh and see, ooh, it's blue. I'm sorry, green. I don't know my colors. It's green. Okay, so he has submitted. He's good to go. But say I'm not in this window at all, and I'm actually just kind of hanging out doing my grading, and I'm, in my modules.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So say I'm just like sitting down to grade, and I start from the beginning. I come in to my homepage, and I'm like, I wonder who all is submitted. I think I'm ready to grade. Then I can come in, find that module, and I'm going to click here. And I can look, yeah, it's a little slow sometimes. I can look and I can see, oh, Gary has submitted. I think it's best practice to just go to the module and check the assignments, because that way you're not like confused and lost. Like, oh, I got all these grades on Monday, so I'm going to go to my Monday module and I'm going to do all my grading for Monday. I think that's the easiest way to find assignments, but I mean, it's up to you how you want to do things. But anyway, so it shows that he submitted here, and it also shows that he submitted here. Okay, so I'm ready to look at his work. I'm ready to grade him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking and I see a lot of hellos and I see things that aren't complete. And I'm concerned for the student.
Oh.
We love the student, but we're concerned. So what we want to do is come up, again, this is very much like Google Classroom, come up to the blue picture here, and I can click down and it says different things. I can return multiple submissions where I can do a lot of students at the same time who may have done similar things, or I can just return this one student. So I'm gonna go back and return this to him because I don't think this is his best work. So I'm gonna click return this submission. But hey, you know what? There's one thing I'm forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably maybe give him some feedback. Gary.
Well, you're doing the feedback.
This is incomplete.
I'll go ahead and just say I'm on the home page on Canvas, and it says I have nothing to do because I submitted what I needed to submit. But you'll see what happens after Denise gives me back my assignment.
Okay.
That I have to redo.
All right. So it says not returned yet, but I've given overall feedback. So I'm just going to click. I'm going to say return this submission. And it says return work to one student. Gary, our student will be notified and can check any grade you've left. He hasn't gotten a grade yet because he needs to do more work. So I'm going to click return, and then I'm probably going to tell him in person if he's here, or I'll send him an email in Canvas saying, hey, my friend, you're not done. So Gary, let's
I'm going to refresh.
Yeah, refresh the page, see if anything pops up. Nothing's popping up in his to-do list here. So I think it's a good practice to just send the student, like I said before, to the module. So Gary, please go back to the module.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can click on my little button there. That's okay.
Okay.
Either way, yeah. So come down here, click on my little button.
Weekly lessons?
Yes,
okay.
Weekly lessons to make life easier. Okay, so click character map Alexander Hamilton, because I'll say, in the email, or I'll talk to him about it. I'll say, take a look, please. So he's going to go back and he sees that he doesn't have anything going on, but he does have a comment. What do you see, Gary?
I see that Denise wrote, Gary, this is incomplete. Please give me more detail. So I have my assignment here. All I do, simply open it.
So he can open it clicking the blue button. Can you go back to that real quick?
Sure.
He can open it clicking the blue button up above there. He could do it there, or he can also click it the other way.
Yeah, this just takes you to a duplicate page pretty much.
Yeah, so both of them work. So they can click either one. They can click on the actual file or the blue button.
So I'm going to click here again.
So, but this one, I think it takes a little faster, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so here we are. So he's going to do his work. Maybe he has a question. So if you have a question again, Gary, you want to ask me one more question?
Mm-hmm. And our comment history is there. So I could also just add to the comment, or I could just go back here and just ask Denise, what's going on? Why are you doing this to me?
And I hope you guys have more more willing students than Gary's demonstrating here. All right, so if he's got more questions or whatever, okay, so, but pretend that he was a exemplar student and he did finish. Go back in. Can you go back to the module now and
Sure.
submit?
Okay. So if I'm done, I'll just go ahead and open to attach and submit. And any changes I make, it's already there. That it's only one copy that I received and one copy that I'm editing and turning in.
Yes, and also look at the top right-hand corner. It says assigned, so it doesn't say submitted anymore. It says assigned. So that's how he knows, like, hey, this was returned.
Yes.
Okay, so resubmit.
I'm resubmitting.
Hopefully it's a little better quality.
Yes.
And there it goes. And then here on my side, I'm going to click refresh. And it says again, green, submitted. And I'm like, okay, let's pretend he did well. And I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. And I'm going to make maybe one more comment. Great job. resubmitting or something like that. Something positive, right? Because we like to be kind to our students. And also, if you're one of those teachers that wants to give like a sticker or something, I can click insert image. Like if I'm really proud of this student's work, and I can come and I'll click search and I can do smiley face. And look, there's a little smiley face sticker. I can click select, and I can do like a big smiley face there, maybe not so big. And you know, something like that. Put a smiley face in the middle. I'm really proud of their work. You know, things like that to add a little extra touch. It's up to you. So anyway, so I've given my feedback here. I've given a grade. Maybe I put a little sticker on, and I'm ready to return this to the student. So I'm going to click return. Student will be notified and can check the grade you've left. So he'll probably get an email maybe.
I could just click on grades and it'll tell me what score I got.
Ooh. Yes, and then you'll notice also that in my Google assignments, I made it out of 10. In Canvas, I made it out of 15.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens there? Well, first of all, maybe make sure it's consistent, but at the end of the day, it's going to stick with the number that you put into Canvas, because Canvas is the boss here, because it's Canvas's thing. So if I put 15, it's going to say 15. Now, the cool thing is, though, if I give them a 10 out of 10, it's going to give them the same percentage of grade. So since they got 100% here, they get 100% in Canvas too. So just kind of make sure those two are consistent. Okay, so I believe that's all for the Google Assignments student-teacher interaction. So, yeah. On to the next part. Thanks, Gary.
Of course. Thank you all.